Hello and welcome. I'm reviewing this 2004 Ford Mustang V6 automatic convertible. The worst combination of them all. But this is my favorite body style Mustang, and it's probably a little controversial. But I've always liked this body style, the coupe. But you know, I don't hate the convertibles. These wheels are all right. I'm not the biggest fan of them, but whatever. Got this car for $500, and I'm not expecting to buy another V6 Mustang convertible, so give a little review. But I'm going to go in with this opinion of you could have bought this or you could have bought that V8 Mercedes right there. And with that, you're getting more power than the GT and I think a little better looks and a better interior. But we'll get into this one. So for, as I said, 40th anniversary automatic convertible, but it is the deluxe. It's called the premium now, but you know, whatever. And let's go and get into it. So obviously, you have plastic, fantastic interior. I mean, that's what you expect for a 2004 car in general. In America, you know, you have the Hummer H2. That was a $7,000 car in its day, and look how cheap it looks. But this one's all right. I've had 3 new edges, so this is my first V6 Mustang in general. But yeah, so I think top speed's at 116 miles an hour, which is kind of slow. 195 horsepower, so it's like E46, 325i kind of territory. And you have, of course, the looks of the 2000 Mustang, which you love it or you hate it. You know, there's not really people who are just like, it's all right. You love it or you hate it. This one's the mock audio system. This is the premium. It has leather seats, the nicer stereo system. And I think that's it. Maybe these little, these garage door openers. I'm not sure though. Also cruise control, which is nice for riding Mustang. I don't know if my GT had that or not. I kind of forget. It's been a couple of years. And with the 40th anniversary, these, also 40th anniversary, it's the 04s. For the first half of 04, there was 3.8 liter. For the second half, it was a 3.9 liter. I believe it's 3.9 liter because it was built in February of 02, and they switched to the new body style. And what was that? Late 04 going on 05. But anyway, this one also has the trunk spoiler, which I like. My GT did not have that. It was taken off, and I kind of wish it did. But, you know, decent sized trunk. It's a convertible, so it's not the largest, but you are talking about a sports car here. The Mercedes has more trunk room, but, you know, that was a lot more than this. It was new. I love the rear end design of these cars. The taillights, I've always loved them. I mean, this was the Mustang of my childhood, so, you know, these came out when I was young, and this is what I grew up with. And as you can see, I really love these 2000s cars. I have all of them. But yeah, front design, I like a little less in the rear, but you know, it's still a good looking car. Especially the price these things are at these days. They went up a little bit since 2015 or so when they were really cheap, but most of these fake side vents here, which I don't hate. I'll show you the engine too. Kind of a discombobulated review, I'd say, this time, just because it's super early in the morning. And yeah, he's at I think 190 something horsepower, and so it kind of gets stuck. I'm not gonna lie sometimes. But yeah, we'll just close this. It's a V6 Mustang. There's nothing really to look at. But yeah, I'll show you the interior, I guess. Yeah, not my best review. I'm not even gonna lie. This is probably a mid-low tier. But you know, here's how you pull up the seat, so you can get in the back. There's also one right here. Back seat, these are actually super comfortable. I've ridden some low miles. This one weighs 150,000 miles, but the drop up's not age as well. This one I think sat for a couple of years too. Seats are extremely comfortable. You know, you have good sound back here. You have 2 different speakers, kind of like a Porsche 928 that I used to have. And then obviously, good seating position. What's weird on these is the controls for your automatic seats. They're right here. With most cars, you know. And they have tilt and forward, backward. With most cars, it's on the side or on the door panel like Mercedes, but on this one, they're not. Anyway. What the hell is beeping? Start up on a V6 Mustang with, that's the turn signal. Turn signals are right here. Wipers are also on the same stock. Ford sometimes has stocks on this side, but not on this car. Cruise control on and off, set acceleration, that sort of stuff. Windows are right here. The mirror controls are right here. Let's see, they work? They do. Door locks are right here. Door handles are right here. Not the best position. I wish they were Nowhere else to put it, to be honest. I mean, I guess that works, but it's not a great spot. Hood release is right here. Like a Jaguar, the parking brake is on this side for whatever reason. Convertible top button's right here, and you release it by pulling these tabs and pulling it back, but I'm not gonna get into that today. Sun visors are alright, you know, they work. Glove box is still alright too. And then center console is decent. Also you have your rear defroster, which is kind of useless because these had plastic. This one had a plastic rear window. It's gone now. Traction control and then blank switch. Radio is not original, so I'm not even gonna get into that. We'll put on my seals so it's beeping at me. And then climate control obviously is right there. The vent on this side is stupid, like it's useless, but whatever. And then headlight controls are right here. Anyway, let's go for a little drive. I'm not seatbelt outside of the car, to be honest with you. So want to beep at me. Now, the one thing I didn't like with the New Age Mustang is the interior. I'm not gonna lie, it's not great. You have a bunch of cheap plastic for one, and second, I hate that design right there. The double bubble design, and the shapers are not great as well. And it feels like a cheap car, which it is, but you know. I think this is aftermarket exhaust. I'm gonna assume the cats are cut, and it has froze. There we go. Because it's a little louder than I'm used to. I've never driven a V6 Mustang, but you know, yeah, 150,000 miles. The gauge pusher pod is alright, not my favorite. It's with the low top speed, this thing 120 miles an hour. But I took it up to 115 yesterday and it's sketchy. Like my front two tires do not have much in terms of like air in them. Not air, tread on them, my bad. And steering is vague on these things, like it's super vague. But you know, you're buying a V6 Mustang, you're not buying the GT. I've had GTs and they handle a lot better than this one. And you know, noise is, I mean, it rattles. It's a cheap 20-year-old Mustang. This being an 04, this is the last model year of the New Edge. This is a very late production New Edge as well. Yeah, not much power. Not gonna lie. But you know, it's a V6 Mustang. When this came out in 04, or when this was still out in 04, it was probably a pretty decent car for a high schooler. And today it would pass for a, you know, high school car if you don't have money to spend on. I mean, if you have money to spend on a V6 Mustang, just buy a CLK 430, my bad, or 320. It's still a faster car regardless. But if you want to start a Mustang, you want to start out with a American car. These aren't bad options. You know, probably get some great MPG. And you know, it doesn't look bad. It's just a V6 Mustang, and not even a new one. It's an old one. And you know, yeah, I don't know. For the price these things go for, it's kind of stupid. I got this for $500, so I'm not complaining. But I'm gonna sell it for $3,500, and I'll get every penny of that. And I already know that because of what these go around here for. I mean, this is Texas, and things are stupid expensive. But yeah, I would, for the price, it's not worth it to me. This is something for someone who loves the New Edge, body-wise, not really interior-wise, or engine-wise. I mean, they're slow. Even the GT is slow. I mean, like, you can pick up a CLK 430, which is the Mustang, of Germany, for like $500, which is the price of a V6 here. And with the CLK, you're getting a better engine. Okay, a less reliable engine, but just slightly less reliable. Those 430s are great engines. I have 204,000 miles on. But you know, you're getting that. You're getting a much nicer interior, a better automatic. You can't really get a stick, but you know, most people don't drive sticks these days. And then came at a premium too. On top of that, you're getting a convertible too. There's V6 and V8 options. The V6 obviously cheaper. I've had the V6 and it's fun. It tops out at 135, which is damn near what the Mustang GT tops out at. But the 430, you know, tops out the exact same speed, electronic limited. But if you get the 55, which is the price of like a cleanish New Edge, 155 mile top speed, 346 horsepower. You know, it wipes the floor with a 4.6. I'm just saying. I've owned the GT, I've owned two of them. I had a Cobra and I had a normal 04 GT, no 02 GT, and then I had this one. It's an 04, you know, but with all the rattles this thing makes, and I get it's an old car, but it only has 150,000 miles on it. You know, it shouldn't be rattling this much. Everything rattles, man. It's just, it's convertible too, so I get that, but like, you know, for the price, I wouldn't recommend it unless you really just want an American car, like an American pony car, sports car. Like, these are more sports. The New Age is never a muscle car. It's more of a sports car anyway. But you know, it's like the price. I can get one of those, and those are a lot cooler and faster and better interior. I think these look a little better, at least in the back. I love the rear end of the New Edge. I mean, get one last look at those before we cut off this video. But you know, it's a vague car. We'll just say that it was the 2000s attempt at a Mustang. After the Camaro had left, the Mustang kind of lost its you know, fighting ability. It became kind of a blob. I've never driven a catfish Camaro, so it might be worse. But you know, that rear end is perfection. The front end, it's all right. I mean, I've always liked these, so I'm not complaining. And I'd rather have one of these in a V6 than the 05 plus generation V6. These just look so much better. I'm not gonna lie. It's just this is 2000s in America, 90s America. Whereas the other one, it's a cheap knockoff of a 1965. If you want a retro style Mustang, it's get a 2015 if you can afford that. And they're getting cheap. I was seeing the GTs for like 15,000. You know, there's really no point to getting a 2005. But I don't even think there's a point in getting these when you can get this one for so much cheaper, and it's a better car. I mean, I'll take a look at that one real quick. Direct comparison. I mean, these are similar priced cars. I got this one for $900. I mean, is it the greatest? No. But is it more powerful and more fun? Yes. Look at that. You have a touchscreen, or not touchscreen, but you have an infotainment screen, leather interior, wood trim, V8, plus the Mercedes. This one you're getting a ragged out Ford from 20 years ago. This one you're getting a ragged out Mercedes from 20 years ago. Reliability is about the same. So, but yeah, that's just my opinion on it. This is kind of something who, as I said, loves these cars. But I would never buy one over one of those. Just saying. Just saying. Maybe a Cobra. But, you know, I'm not paying 20 grand for a Cobra. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. A little overpriced Mustang. But if you want an American car, go this Crown Vic. Those are the only two ways to go for American cars in this era. If you want a sedan or a truck. Crown Vic, Mustang. I mean, sure, we're talking 2000s America right here. And, wasn't a great place to be. at least to sit and to look at, different story. But anyway, catch y'all later. Hope y'all enjoyed this. And yeah, peace out.